Hi, so my name is Summer. I live locally here in Horseshoe Bend, and I just recently purchased the Locking Horns Riverside Restaurant here in Horseshoe Bend. So I just kind of want to tell you a little bit about that and what we do. Originally, my husband and I were police officers in California. We moved to Horseshoe Bend about 5.5 years ago, and we just love the town. We love the community. It's just very small and rural, and everybody knows each other, and it's just been a great experience. But I've been working down in Boise, managing 4 restaurants for the past 5 years, and I was working so hard towards that and so many hours, and even though it was a great company, I was doing it all for somebody else. And my husband and I would often stop in the Riverside restaurant, whether we were out farming or rafting or hiking or doing any of the fun things that we like to do out here. And we would always sit on the back patio and have a beer next to the Fayette River. And we just decided that when and if this opportunity ever came up, we would actually take that leap and purchase the restaurant so we could have our own place, then make it how we want it and give back to the community like what they had given to us so much. So one of the biggest things that we really wanted to do, because I have been to culinary classes before, like I said, I was the district manager over 4 restaurants that change their menu every season to offer new menu items that are just traveled from around the world and stuff. And I love that. I love changing things up. I don't want the same menu to be what it is in 4 years from now. So we're doing tons of different specials to see what's popular, to put it on the menu. We're doing different nights, like we have an Italian night. Last night we actually had an Asian night. And we're just trying to bring in all these different cultures and food to just give people a variety, because nobody wants to eat the same thing over and over again. And the best way to do that is just to have really fun specials. And I think that's been the biggest feedback from the community, is how much they love that. We post it all on Facebook, so you can know in advance what our specials are. And we actually have people that are driving up from Boise just to try whatever special it is that we're having for the day. There's a lot of good signature items that have been on the menu for years, and obviously we're still keeping all of those. We're not changing the menu completely, we're upgrading it. So we've already upgraded the meat we use, the salmon we use, so many of the products that they've already offered here. We've just kind of upped the game a little bit on it and just made sure that we're bringing the best quality. We're trying to use as much locally sourced and really partner with other businesses here in Idaho to make sure that we can offer everybody, that everybody gets something out of basically what we're doing. We have a beer and wine license, so we do have 8 beers on tap, and 80% of them are all local breweries, which is again what I really want to try to showcase and partner with. We actually have plans to expand a few of our taps, and that's just to add more local breweries. McCall is coming here, McCall Brewery, October 27th. We'll talk more about that later. But we've also had Deschutes Brewery, Payette Brewery came up. We've had a couple of wine companies. We feature Proletariat Wine, which is also a locally owned wine company, even though their grapes are grown out in Walla Walla, Washington. But we just, like I said, really wanted to offer Idaho at this restaurant. So many people are traveling through, heading up to McCall or the 55, whatever means, that necessarily aren't even from Idaho. And the first thing they ask is, what do you have local on tap? Because that's what they've come to Idaho for, is to experience Idaho. So that's what we want this place to be, and just keep offering something that they can't necessarily get anywhere else, or to showcase, like, well, if you continue on to McCall, you can try this beer. Or if you continue down to Boise, you can go get this brewery and try that beer. So we just want to try to show Idaho basically in this whole place. And that ties along with, obviously, like I said, we show the BSU games. We have a 65-inch TV on the back patio, and we also have a huge TV over in the bar area. And we watch all of the BSU games. We do raffles during them. We do drink specials. We do like happy hour type menu items. And we just make it a really fun environment. We bring little clappers in for the kids, or we give out beads and stuff like that, just so people can enjoy it and watch the games. But we also do other type of events, and we're open to catering. We do large parties. We're having a few large birthday parties coming in, Christmas parties are already starting to be booked. And even though our restaurant is a little bit smaller, we still want to make sure that we can cater to those special events. We have a beautiful patio with a beautiful grassy area. You know, it would be a great place to host weddings or birthday parties, graduation parties, and we want to be able to accommodate as many people in that type of environment so they can have their party or their event at a beautiful place. We have lots of plans for the future. We are actually expanding our bathrooms, so they're going to be newly upgraded and modernized and just bigger, so just to make the whole place more pleasurable for the people that are coming to stay and to eat and spend the afternoon. Okay, so right next door is the original train depot for Horseshoe Bend. It was moved down here quite a few years ago. It was built in 1908, so it's just a beautiful historic building. We recently just got it painted and upgraded and just looking a little bit fresher and there's more taken care of. But it actually has a couple of different rooms that, yes, we do rent out for Airbnb. So you can contact the restaurant here or go on to Airbnb's website. But it's been fun because a couple of our local events, we've had people just from Nampa come and stay at the Airbnb, so they were closer to the events here. We have zip lining here in Idaho, we have the paragliding. So a lot of the people that are coming up to do those fun attractions that Horseshoe Bend has to offer, they want a place to stay that's not in town, that's not in the city, that's close to, you know, hiking and the water and all of that, and we can provide that. The depot literally sits right on the water, so it's just an incredible aspect that we can offer. So the really fun part about this restaurant and being able to kind of take it to, like I said, I have a lot of corporate background, a lot of experience on hiring and running multi-million-dollar restaurants, so I've been able to bring that to even this little tiny restaurant, which is so fun. We've actually increased our staff by about 3 times of what they had before, and doing so actually makes us be able to give more back to our customers. They obviously are getting better service, quicker times for their food. You know, they can actually stay and enjoy the time a little bit longer and just be taken care of during that whole time. So we have a lot of the original staff that we did keep on from before. So we got to, we kept the kitchen as entirely as it is. So the cook that was here before has been here for he's been here for like 3 or 4 years now. So he's still here, but we've also brought on some other great help in the kitchen that has really helped transition the restaurant into what we want it to be. We offer breakfast now. So we had to bring in an entire different crew for that, but that was exciting. And we're turned it to where we're only closed 1 day a week. So right now, Tuesday is the only day that we're absolutely closed, but every other day we're open from 6:30 until 8. So obviously doing that much more volume in hours has allowed us to provide so many other jobs for Horseshoe Bend. So we have some great breakfast cooks. We have a couple of great regular cooks that do our main dinners. And they're just so excited. Like even last night, we were getting messages till 11 o'clock at night talking about like, let's do this for a special next, let's do that. Or hey, I saw this recipe. And because everybody's really pulling together to just have a lot of fun and bring some different stuff. Obviously it's Idaho. We will always have our huge chicken fried steak. It's massive. It covers the entire plate. Finger steaks are incredibly popular. But what's fun is they've always had the finger steaks here, but instead we took the meat that they were using and upgraded it to a tender shoulder meat. So it's so tender that you don't even have to tenderize it or do anything with it. You literally just batter it and cook it, and that's what our finger steaks are. We want to upgrade. We do have some really great steak options. We just went to a flat iron steak, which is a huge upgrade than the sirloin that we were using before. Salmon, it's a skin-on Alaskan sockeye wild salmon. So we're just really trying to keep the original stuff, but make it more upgraded or just a little bit better quality, but still keep it Idaho. Like I said, we're known for our hamburgers. We're not changing a thing with the hamburgers. The patty is great, the bun is great. We're not doing any of that type of stuff because we didn't need to. We offer pizza, and our pizzas We just upgraded the marinara sauce that goes on it, and we're using fresher ingredients for the toppings. So the pizza has actually really taken off, and it's been kind of fun to watch the transition of like, well, wait, we never had to make this much dough before. We never had a problem of running out of pizza sauce, but now we're actually having those problems. So they're fun problems to have. We offer delivery to Horseshoe Bend. If you're within 5 miles, we can deliver because a lot of our community is older, and we want to make sure that we can cater to them, or they might not be able to get out and come to us. And with the weather changing, we want it to be a place that they can still enjoy our food, but not have to get out in the rain or the snow, and we'll bring it to them. So that's another aspect that and we would love to see it go even more. We want to start delivering to Avamore and just other little local communities to kind of share it to where everybody can enjoy our food.
So what's next?
So, upgrades. Yes, my husband was actually like, Summer, what did you do? But I believe this place is a diamond in the rough, for sure. It's so historic. It's so beautiful. People come in and tell stories about how this was the original bar in Horseshoe Bend when it was just a bar. And then it got upgraded to a restaurant. And it's been so much fun because no matter where we go or who we talk to, somebody knows about the Riverside. Whether they've been here or not, they've at least seen it and they know where it's at, or they've passed it. So this place truly is iconic. And we want to make sure that we keep the history and the culture of Idaho, but again, we also want to upgrade it to where it can accommodate more people. Boise and this whole Treasure Valley is growing like crazy, and I do understand that we have to grow with the times in order to accommodate them. We're going to start offering online ordering. I talked to you about our delivery program. I want to expand that. We're expanding our bathrooms. We were so busy during the summer, and it was such a blessing, but our kitchen could not, because of how small it is, it absolutely could not maintain the volume of food that we had to produce. So we're upgrading the kitchen. We're doing that actually in a couple of months. And just kind of bringing a more, just a cleaner feel to the restaurant, basically. We still want to keep it, like I said, nice and iconic, but we just want it upgraded a little bit more and just where it's more pleasurable and can actually house bigger groups of people, if that makes sense. So just lots of upgrades inside and out. And we just want to do next summer, we plan on doing even more events and planning it out to where people know way in advance of what we're doing. We have a great social media network that we post all of our stuff online, so our Facebook is the place to go if you decide that you want to try to see what event we're going with or what's coming up next. But we want it to be where every single weekend you can come to the Riverside and do something fun or something that you wouldn't normally do, or just get away for the day and relax.